EFCO, forming and shoring equipment for concrete construction. EFCO's purpose is to provide forming and shoring equipment to the construction industry for the efficient and productive forming of concrete and concrete support systems. EFCO is known worldwide for its versatile all-steel forming systems used primarily for monolithic poured-in-place concrete construction. The company has been delivering labor savings and engineered solutions for more than 75 years. To select a forming or concrete support system, one must look far beyond the initial cost quotation. The direct labor a contractor will expend on a project will almost always exceed the cost of forming and shoring equipment. Some important things to consider when selecting a formwork supplier are the financial strength of the supplier, the years supplying the specific product, the availability of the product, the supplier's warehouse locations, the experience and knowledge to engineer and supply a safe solution. The supplier provides job site field service by trained and experienced personnel. The supplier offers step-by-step training videos. The supplier demonstrates product and application excellence through superior engineering. The supplier has a proven track record with several years' experience. Here at EFCO, it is our passion to excel in each one of these areas. This is how our products and services differentiate from others in the industry. EFCO Lite. This complete lightweight forming system is your answer to large gang and high wall projects. EFCO Lite's 1,200 pound per square foot pour pressure allows for faster pours on high walls. Panels can be assembled into large gangs on the ground and then lifted into position. This reduces crane time and cost while increasing your productivity. The all-steel construction of panels with an all-steel faceplate gives you a high-quality form that produces a superior concrete finish. EFCO systems have all-steel face sheets. These durable, low-maintenance all-steel face sheets are 3 times more dent-resistant than composite sheets and can withstand the demands of being used over and over again on your job site. Other systems have plastic-coated plywood face sheets that may only achieve 75 to 100 pours before they need to be replaced. In most applications with normal maintenance, which includes cleaning and oiling the forms after each use, EFCO's steel face sheets continue to form concrete after 1,000 pours. EFCO Lite panels are fixture-built to precise specifications with the steel face sheet running to the edge of the panel. Whether you choose to use EFCO quick clamps, pins, or bolts to connect form panels, a form joint leaves only a single sharp line impression, compared to other systems that leave a triple joint impression in the concrete. The EFCO Combination Bias Corner, or CBC, is a corner system with almost unlimited flexibility. The right combination of CBC corner panels eliminates any special dimensions and cut wood fillers that other systems require. You can form virtually any wall length between corners and pilasters with the EFCO CBC system. EFCO forms are designed and built for setting and cycling in large sections. EFCO's large gang forming panel sizes are only limited by the project and the crane. This results in less labor, less crane time, and faster job progress. When the EFCO Lite panels are used with the Z-ribs in the horizontal position, turning the outstanding flange of the ribs leg up, they provide hand and footholds for easy climbing using proper safety equipment. Other systems will require a ladder everywhere you go. With large panel setups, loads can be large. With EFCO, going around an outside corner with a corner angle is just like any other form joint. The lateral concrete pressures at outside corner intersections of forms are similar to form tie pressures, and the EFCO outside angle corner handles them with ease. The EFCO Quick Clamp is a one-piece assembly that automatically joins and aligns forming system joints, including the combination bias corner and take-up panels for the system. The quick clamp will save you time and labor when breaking down and resetting vertical joints to cycle forms for multiple pours. The complete lightweight forming system, EFCO Lite, is the solution to your high production forming needs. The EFCO Lite system is rugged, lightweight, versatile, low in cost, and delivers many labor-saving features and benefits. Let's take a look at a few typical applications for the EFCO Lite production forming system. High-rise offices, apartments, treatment plants, fertilizer plants, foundations for large structures, hospitals, hotels, retaining walls, and on and on and on. The fast and easy assembly of the EFCO Lite system makes it ideal for high production wall forming. The system includes all the necessary parts, accessories, various size panels, and combination bias corners to make it the most efficient modular system available. EFCO Lite is built tough to withstand the concrete placement pressures and rough handling at your worksite. Panels give you a consistent finish while reducing cost because the all-steel forms with all-steel face sheets require no repairs or rebuilding from one pour to the next. The EFCO Lite forming system, used with the Super Stud system, offers a combination that cannot be surpassed in the concrete construction industry. Super Studs are the backbone of the EFCO Lite system. Super Studs produce straight walls with multiple panels and can serve as a plumbing mast and alignment system. Super Stud tie bearings distribute the load to the Super Studs, and with the reusable EFCO rugged taper tie with wing nuts, ties can be spaced to form as much as 80 square feet of concrete per tie, depending on wall height and panel configuration. The lightweight combination of EFCO Lite and Super Stud allows the use of smaller cranes, less crane time, and faster cycles. Another part of the EFCO Lite family is the EFCO Lite column forming system. EFCO Lite column forms work for you with a 2,000 pound per square foot pour pressure. With the windmill design, one set of forms can form column sizes in 2-inch increments. An architectural 3/4-inch column corner chamfer can easily be formed. The unique design of EFCO's standard EFCO Lite column forms only require 3 bolts per 8 feet of corner. Column forms are available in 3 standard widths to handle columns 10 by 10 inches to 34 by 34 inches and all the rectangular combinations in between. Combined with EFCO's guided rail system, EFCO Lite can safely and efficiently form multi-story cores, shafts, and shear walls. The system lifts and places the external shaft forms first, thus improving the cycle time of your reinforcing steel crew by allowing them to prefabricate large sections of rebar. The EFCO Lite forming system reduces the number of operations involved with cycling the formwork. This means a smaller crew and less cost. The cam stripping tool gives the EFCO Lite form system the feature of being able to strip the complete 4 sides of a core shaft with one pick of the crane. The cam stripping tool is used to pull the large panels between the corner panels back from the face of the wall, and at the same time decrease the hard dimension between 2 corner panels to reduce the size of the inside corner for lifting. If a core is to be moved 1 wall or 2 walls at a time, the combination bias corner with a reverse CBC corner can be a good solution, allowing easy stripping out of confined cores and shafts. A complete range of CBCs handle troublesome corners and pilaster conditions easily. The EFCO Lite production forming system comes complete with scaffold brackets, scaffold posts, pipe braces, lifting eyes, top yokes and bottom yokes, plus other accessories, all designed to help you achieve the lowest in-place concrete cost. In addition to the EFCO Lite forming system, EFCO provides you with an experienced support team ready to service your project and answer your questions. The members of your EFCO team for your project are the EFCO engineer, EFCO engineers deliver solutions for safe formwork and support systems. This work includes your project-specific form erection drawings. The EFCO Plant Manager. The Plant Manager is primarily responsible for shipments to your project, and for lease projects, the return of equipment process. The EFCO Field Service Representative. Our field supervisors provide on-site assistance with erection drawings, form assembly, and developing methods and procedures to help cycle forming equipment. And the District Sales Administrator. Our sales administrators serve as the connection to your project for all EFCO services and to answer billing questions. Service and support are all part of the EFCO package. Please call directly to your job-specific EFCO wraparound support team anytime. We deliver more than just forms. We deliver formwork, job-specific labor-saving solutions. Also available is the EFCO Lite Production Forming Catalog, EFC number 753. The EFCO Lite catalog will serve as your complete guide to the EFCO Lite system, including project photos, system accessories, technical data, and more. Now, choose the right method for your next project. Choose EFCO Lite. EFCO is an industry innovator for production wall forming, and the EFCO Lite system leads the way as a lightweight forming system ideal for large gang and high wall projects. Designing a best practice process for assembly, cycling, and safety for your project is the key to success. EFCO has been providing concrete construction solutions for over 75 years. All projects are slightly different from one another, but by forming a partnership with your team and EFCO's engineers, this detailed planning process helps assure complete project success. This video presentation will share with you detailed demonstrations of the best methods for assembling and cycling the EFCO Lite system for wall forming construction. In addition to assembly and cycling, this video focuses on safety. You must observe and follow all safety guidelines and applicable codes at all times when using EFCO equipment. Think safety, work safely. Caution: the employer is required to provide a safe working environment. Contractors must comply with all standards related to wall construction. Pay special attention to all requirements related to scaffolds and fall protection. Think safety, work safely. Fall protection must be maintained at all times when cycling the wall forms. When fully assembled, a wall form may provide passive fall protection using guardrails. During the stripping and setting process, there are situations where workers need an alternate active fall protection system. Harnesses with lanyards or positioning hooks are recommended. It is suggested that workers install fall protection anchor points at the top of the wall form to allow workers to safely access the top of the wall when guardrails are not in place. Workers may use ladders, scaffold stair towers, crane-held man baskets, or a hydraulic man lift for access to the top of the wall form. Please note that the assembly and cycling requirements for your project may differ from the examples used here. At EFCO, we will keep safety and productivity in mind as our engineers and field service representatives help you design the best assembly and cycling method for your project. The EFCO Lite system is rated with a maximum 1,200 pounds per square foot pour pressure, allowing you to pour concrete easier and faster. Warning: pouring too fast may cause form rupture, resulting in serious injury or death. Do not exceed the rated capacity of the forming system. Planning the work and working the plan is another key to success. Good engineering support, both by EFCO and your own personnel for your project, is of course a requirement. EFCO engineers can help with panel size requirements, corner details, plans, and specifications. In addition, and maybe most importantly, careful planning and consideration must be made in the assembly and cycling of any wall form. The complete steel form setup of EFCO Lite, including the scaffolding, must be pre-planned in detail to facilitate the stripping and cycling of the form. Before assembling any forms, users should read and understand the drawings prepared by EFCO's engineering team. Caution! Users are encouraged to perform a job site safety assessment before work begins to identify and avoid any possible hazards. Failure to eliminate potential hazards may result in an unsafe site and cause injury. The drawings have panel sizes and instructions that are specific to each project. Understanding the drawings is critical for the safe and efficient construction of the wall forming system. Contact EFCO's Field Service Representative or EFCO engineer for project-specific questions. Warning: all work performed in the air presents possible fall situations that can result in serious injury or death. The first step in the assembly process of a form setup is to study the erection drawings and assemble the tools required. Also included with the erection drawings is a 365E pick list showing all equipment that is to be received for your project. Use this list to help locate and identify all required items. Check to make sure that all items on the 365E list are accounted for. Accessory items are packaged and shipped in separate crates or are sometimes placed inside the ribs of EFCO Lite panels. You will also need form release agent in the form assembly area. Proper application of the release agent will improve the appearance of the finished wall and speed the form cleaning process. Apply a single thin uniform layer of release agent before each pour. Notice, you wouldn't run your car without oil. That's essentially what you're doing when you don't clean and oil your forms between every reuse. Step 2. Identify a level area to pre-assemble an EFCO Lite wall form. Caution: clear communication between the crew and crane operator is critical. Maintain a clear line of sight and understand job site hand signals. Failure to understand may result in minor or moderate injury. Minimizing the amount of elevated work provides a more efficient assembly process. After assembly, the wall formwork can be lifted and set in one pick, depending on crane capacity. Warning: slings made of nylon straps can be severed by form face sheet edges when under load. Use edge protection to eliminate a dangerous situation which could result in death or serious injury. Because the first side of the wall form setup must be braced to hold it up, pick the first side where space is available to brace the form and/or where a concrete slab is available. To begin assembling a large gang, start by laying EFCO Lite panels face sheet down on a flat surface. Make sure the toes of the ribs are pointed to what will be the top of the wall. In this position, the ribs act like rungs of a ladder, and with the addition of proper safety equipment, the EFCO Lite wall form can be climbed. Align forms and drive EFCO quick pins at given locations as indicated on your EFCO erection drawings. Caution: using fingers to align forms can cause injury. Use spud wrenches when aligning holes for bolting up formwork. Install EFCO quick bolts at the corner bearing blocks. For ease of assembly, do not tighten bolts until all bolts and quick pins are installed. Refer to the bolting guidelines outlined on EFCO's erection drawings furnished for your project. Step 3. If required, bolt super studs end to end. Tighten quick bolts located on super stud end plates in diagonally opposite corners. Bolt EFCO super studs to the forms at the connection plate using a quick bolt and finger tighten nuts. Step 4. Tighten bolts at super stud connection plate locations and at form joints. Step 5. Attach super stud tie bearing plates at locations where a rugged taper tie will be used. Refer to your EFCO form erection drawings for locations. Step 6. Install lifting eyes to the top of the super studs at locations outlined on EFCO's form erection drawings. This is now the time, while the form is on the ground, to install scaffold brackets and posts with contractor-supplied lumber or E-beams to support contractor-supplied plywood. Make sure the lengths and breaks in the scaffolding planks, handrails, mid-rails, and toe boards match the form cycling plan. Notice, watch for interference with slings and guardrails when lifting eyes are installed underneath guardrails. It may be necessary to install guardrails after the form assembly is standing up. Some contractors have found EFCO's lightweight steel E-beam in conjunction with the scaffold corner rail post to be a good solution for handling scaffolding requirements around outside corners of the setup. Step 7. Continue with work that is safer and more efficient completed on the ground. Position EFCO quick bolts, loosely nutted, in the rib holes adjacent to the vertical joints of the wall form assembly where you plan to disconnect and reconnect when cycling the setup. If EFCO quick clamps have been included in your form erection package, tie clamps to ribs adjacent to joint that will be clamped. Attach EFCO telescoping pipe braces at locations indicated on the erection drawings. Collapse the pipe braces and tie them back to the form with reinforcing steel tie wire. Fall protection systems for climbing the form should be installed at this time. Accessories for rope grabs or self-retracting lifelines may be easily attached at the top of the form while the form is lying down. EFCO's Super Stud also offers multiple attachment points for tying off and attachment of fall protection devices. This is a good time to pre-assemble all the EFCO rugged taper ties. Add the rugged taper tie wing nut assembly to the large tapered end of the rugged tie, preset to the required dimension on all the ties. Make the dimension equal to the one that will be used later on the small taper end of the ties. This will produce the desired wall thickness and will allow for quick visual inspection, assuring all ties are identical and have been placed to achieve the proper wall thickness. Apply grease to the tapered section of the tie. This will help remove the tie from the hardened concrete. Use the space between the ribs near required tie holes to secure rugged taper ties and wing nuts to the form using reinforcing steel tie wire. Remove the tie hole plugs from the form at tie locations. Also, position top yokes and bulkhead yokes near installation locations. Add tag lines at the bottom corners of the gangs that will be used to guide the panels as they are set in place. Step 8. Attach the crane slings to the lifting eyes and pick the first side of the wall form up. Lay the form down, face side up. The weight of the form will be supported by the scaffold brackets. Warning: forms carried with a crane or other vehicles are considered a suspended load and are a crush hazard. Do not walk or stand under crane loads. Drill for embeds, anchor template bolts, and other attachments. Install grade strips and feature strips. EFCO offers a self-drilling and tapping screw to easily and securely attach wood to the face of the form. Clean and oil the form. Step 9. Stand up the first side of the wall form with the pipe braces. Set the form on the footing in the pouring position and shim if required to bring side flanges to vertical. Secure the bottom of the form with drilled anchors or re-rod pins while extending the pipe braces and securing them to footings or temporary concrete blocks specified by the job site project engineer. Notice, this is a good time now to recap our safety assembly methods. As a result of our safety assessments and our procedures, we have managed to keep a crew on the ground during the entire assembly process. Using fall protection, climb the form to release the crane from the form. Use the pipe braces to plumb and align the wall forms. Step 10. This is the time to build and install the wood bulkhead to fit the reinforcing steel before setting the second side of the wall. Step 11. Assemble the second side of the wall form similar to steps 2 through 7, except the pipe braces are not required. Position and tie the rugged tie wing nuts near required tie hole locations. Remove tie hole plugs from only the tie holes to be used. Step 12. Again, lay the form down face side up. Similar to the first side, drill holes for blockout attachments and attach grade strips or feature strips while the form is lying down. Clean and oil the forms. Now attach the crane slings to the lifting eyes, stand up the second side form, and set the form on the footing directly opposite the first side. Placement is critical to assure that tie holes, top yokes, and bulkhead yokes line up. Securely connect the second side form to the braced first side form with top yokes. Only when the second side is secured to the first side, release the second wall form gang from the crane. Step 13. Install the rugged tie with wing nut through the front of the form to the back, and install the backside wing nut. Set the wall thickness by measuring from the washer to the end of the tie. This will automatically plumb the backside of the form setup. Warning: failure to install the required form ties may cause form rupture, resulting in serious injury or death. Be sure the required form ties are installed prior to pouring concrete. Step 14. Install the remaining top yokes. Install bulkhead yokes at ribs as outlined in the form erection drawings. Bolt location and spacing of bulkhead yokes are important, as proper placement is critical for resisting poor pressure. Complete bulkhead assembly. Step 15. Before pouring concrete, a walk-around inspection of the wall form is recommended. The inspector should verify that all the accessories are in place according to the form erection drawings. The inspector needs to inspect the ties and yokes to assure that they are all there and placed in the correct position and set to the correct wall thickness. The inspector needs to look inside the forms to verify that all embedded items are in place, such as tubes or anchors that support forms for the next pour. This is also a good time to verify that all fall protection systems are installed and ready for workers to place and vibrate concrete. Step 16. Read and understand the form erection drawings that explain the pressure rating and maximum pour rate of the form assembly. Measure concrete temperature. Determine the rate of placement of the concrete using EFCO form erection drawings. Carefully place and vibrate concrete in the form at the safe placement rate. The site engineering must control the rate of pour. Warning: pouring too fast may cause form rupture, resulting in serious injury or death. Do not exceed the rated capacity of the forming system. There are very important preparation requirements to cycle large form assemblies. First, when you're finished placing concrete and after the concrete has reached sufficient strength determined by the project on-site engineer, prepare to cycle the forms for the next pour. Step 1. At this point, determine the side of the form setup to be removed first. If you have enough room on the job site to lay both sides of the form setup down at the same time with the face sheet side up, then you should remove the unbraced side first. The forms can be cleaned and oiled most efficiently with adequate space. If you elect to remove the unbraced side first, the following is the sequence. Step 2. To cycle EFCO Lite to the next location, you must leave the top yokes in place. First, remove the rugged tie wing nut from the small hex head end of the rugged tie only. Secure the wing nut between the ribs with reinforcing steel tie wire. With the wing nut removed, hit the hex head end with a hammer to loosen the rugged tie. Remove the tie, place and secure between the ribs with reinforcing steel tie wire. For multiple gangs, unbolt the vertical joints for the gang panel to be moved, placing the quick bolts in the adjacent form panel rib for storage. or remove quick clamps if they have been included in your form erection package. Remove the bulkhead yokes, wood bulkheads, and all attachments to embeds. Step 3. Attach the crane slings to the lifting eyes on the side of the setup without pipe braces attached. Only after the crane takes hold of the form assembly, remove the top yokes. Step 4. Move the first side form away from the cast wall and lay it down face side up. Clean and oil the form. Notice, you wouldn't run your car without oil. That's essentially what you're doing when you don't clean and oil your forms between every reuse. Step 5. Now, with the unbraced side of the form setup removed and on the ground face side up, attach the crane slings to the lifting eyes on the braced side of the form setup. Remove the pipe brace shoes from the anchors and remove the jet bolts. Collapse the pipe braces, leaving them attached to the form at the top. Reinstall the EFCO jet bolt and tie the bottom to the form with the reinforcing steel tie wire. Step 6. Pick the braced side of the form setup and lay it down, face side up. Clean and oil the forms. Warning: always secure to the poured concrete wall all form panels that are not being moved. Failure to do so can result in serious injury or fatality. You must determine the best method for your project. Step 7. Stand up the side of the forms with braces in position for the next concrete placement. Set the form on the footing in the pouring position and shim if required to bring side flanges to vertical. Secure the bottom of the form with drilled anchors or re-rod pins while extending the pipe braces and securing them to footings or temporary concrete blocks specified by the job site project engineer. Using fall protection, climb the form to release the crane from the form. Use the pipe braces to plumb and align the wall forms. Step 8. Stand up the unbraced side of the form and set the form on the footing directly opposite the first side form to assure taper tie alignment and safely secure the form. Install a few top yokes. Release the crane from the form. Complete bulkhead assembly. Install remaining top yokes and bulkhead yokes. Before each pour, coat rugged ties with a very light coating of grease and install rugged taper tie assemblies. Align the setup to prepare for concrete placement. Step 9. Measure concrete temperature. Determine the pour rate of the form assembly using EFCO erection drawings. Carefully pour and vibrate concrete in the form at the safe placement rate. EFCO offers a complete line of corner forms and take-up panels. These make the system very versatile for forming inside and outside corners, as well as pilasters and haunches. There are various options for forming and stripping inside corners. The key to the versatility of the system comes from the combination bias corner, or CBC. CBC panels combined with other accessories can provide stripping relief and eliminate the need to remove formwork in multiple applications. Wood take-up panels required on competitive systems are normally eliminated when the multiple CBC widths are combined with the available take-up panel sizes EFCO has in stock. Outside corners are easily handled using EFCO outside angle corners called OACs. Another way to handle odd dimensions for an outside corner is to attach an EFCO Lite panel using a bolt-through pattern. With EFCO Lite in the horizontal position, many times this is the best time to add OACs or inside corner panels with the combination bias corner panel. Depending upon the corner or a pilaster, this may be the time to add additional corner panels. An EFCO reverse CBC panel attached to a CBC panel is an excellent way to provide automatic stripping relief to a wall form with inside corners on each end. When a haunch projects out at a 45-degree angle, CBC and/or reverse CBC panels can be used to easily form haunches. EFCO's insert angle can be attached to EFCO Lite to provide an easy way to construct wood blockouts for wall penetrations. EFCO heavy-duty lap angles can be used to provide additional clearance at the end of a wall form when cycling forms to the next pour. After the concrete work is completed, clean the panels front and back and again oil the face sheets. Disassemble each panel assembly. Protect the face sheets in transit to eliminate damage, and ship form panels in pairs face-to-face or with wood cribbing in between panels. As you did when receiving the equipment, use the 365E pick list to ensure that all equipment received is sent back to EFCO. For more information, see the EFCO Lite catalog number EFC 753 for item numbers, weights, descriptions, and accessories. EFCO provides a full library of videos featuring our equipment. These videos demonstrate the best methods for the assembly, productive cycling, and disassembly of our forming and shoring equipment. In addition to helping increase productivity and minimize losses, our assembly, cycling, and safety videos will most importantly maximize your job site safety. Your successful project starts with the EFCO Lite forming system. The lightweight all-steel EFCO Lite provides you with a versatile system that can adapt to changing job conditions. EFCO equipment is available for either sale or lease, distributed through a network of warehouses. We are ready to supply complete engineering and field service as part of the complete EFCO package to fulfill your needs. Now, put the EFCO Lite system to work on your next project and discover how EFCO can deliver the best value and lowest in-place concrete costs. Call us at 1-888-BUY-EFCO or reach us on the web at efcoforms.com. Notice: the information contained in this video has been prepared solely for the purpose of providing visual instruction to customers regarding the general steps necessary to assemble, cycle, and efficiently use EFCO forming equipment on a typical job. Each project is unique, and this video is intended to provide only general information. For specific instructions for assembly of EFCO equipment, users must follow the EFCO provided erection drawings.